Today, I'm going to tell you a very short, yet powerful story. A story that will not only entertain you, but also help you improve your spoken English. Let's begin, guys. Friends, imagine a boy who lived only 32 years and still bent the world to his will. A prince who never lost a battle. A dreamer who tried to unite East and West. His name was Alexander, born to storm the world, destined to leave it too soon. The young lion. As a child in Pella, Alexander was different. While other boys played, he tamed a wild horse, Bucephalus, by turning it toward the sun so it wouldn't fear its own shadow. King Philip smiled and said, "Macedonia is too small for you, my son. Seek a kingdom worthy of you." The boy's eyes lit with a fire that would never die. The philosopher's student. Alexander's tutor was Aristotle. From him, he learned science, medicine, and the art of questioning. Above all, he learned to see the world as one great stage. He carried Homer's Iliad like a soldier's talisman and dreamed of glory like Achilles. Not for plunder, but for immortality through deeds. The young king. Tragedy struck in 336 BCE. King Philip was assassinated. Enemies rose at once, but the 20-year-old prince moved like lightning. He crushed rebellions, united Greece under his command, and announced a daring vision: to cross into Asia and break the power of Persia. The storm begins. At the Granicus River, he won his first great victory. At Issus, he faced King Darius III and drove him from the field. Cities opened their gates. Others fell after bold sieges like Tyre, where Alexander built a road from the sea itself. In Egypt, he founded a city that still bears his name, Alexandria. Gaugamela, breaking an empire. On a moonlit plain near Gaugamela, Darius gathered a vast army. Alexander answered with strategy. He drew the Persians wide, cut through the center like an arrow, and the empire cracked. In that moment, the boy from Pella became master of lands, from the Aegean to the heart of Asia. The dream of unity. He dressed sometimes in Persian robes, married Roxana of Bactria, and urged his officers to marry local women. He founded more than 20 cities and filled them with libraries, markets, and ideas. Wherever he went, Greek thought met Eastern wisdom, and something new was born. India and the edge of the world. Through mountains and monsoon, he marched to the Hydaspes, where elephants shook the earth. King Porus fought like a lion. Alexander won, but honored him as a king. At last, his soldiers, weary and homesick, refused to go farther. Alexander turned back. Babylon, the last camp. In 323 BCE, in Babylon's heat, the conqueror fell ill. Fever, poison, or fate, none can say. When asked who should inherit his empire, he whispered, "To the strongest." The army grew silent. The greatest march had ended, not with defeat, but with a final breath. The legend lives on. Alexander's empire shattered among his generals, but his idea endured. For centuries, Greek language, art, and science mixed with Eastern brilliance, the Hellenistic world. He lived only 32 years. His name has lived for 2,000 more. There is, perhaps, nothing impossible to the one who dares to try. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. Alexander the Great. Subscribe English Esplanade to listen more interesting stories.